All right. Good morning, everyone. And I see that the microphone should be picking up audio, which is perfect. Hopefully I can get to the screen to do the audio check. Give me a minute. Computer's running a little bit slow today. Audio check. Give me a minute. Audio is working. Amen. All right. So, before we get into gaming, a couple things to go over. Thing number one. If anyone's been reading the About section on my channel, I do write books. I recently got a letter from the U.S. Copyright Office. The copyright for Book 2 has been approved, so I'm going to go ahead and publish that at some point for next month. Satisfactory is making noise, which on one hand is good, but on the other hand, I want it to be... Usually when you alt tab out of that, it gets quiet. Huh. This is new. There we go. Fixed it. So yeah, got the copyright back from Book 2. Book 2... I don't know if it's going to get fully published and be on sale in the next month or two, but I should have it like uploaded and ready on the Amazon store. I just need to get around to that and find a couple of good days to do that on when I'm not half asleep like I am today. The second bit of business. Elite Dangerous. There's been a few things going on. This year's going to be a big year for new ships and new features, and there's stuff that I want to do in Elite Dangerous, so I'm trying to get back into that quite a bit. I might make all of March just an Elite Dangerous streaming month, because not only do I want to do stuff in that game, mostly exploring, which is pretty boring, but necessary for my plans. In Elite Dangerous, I have wanted to create a Discord server, or I'd want to make a Discord server for Elite Dangerous, not in, but semantics, called Project Leviathan. I've finally gotten that Discord server like 90% functional, I think. I hope. I don't really make servers often. I don't really admin them or do much stuff, but I think I got that one working. So Project Leviathan is ready to go. It is going to be a Discord server specifically for colonization stuff, and that's probably what we're going to start doing this coming Tuesday. I'll be talking about that in Elite Dangerous stream. Not really want to show off the Discord, but I'll talk about it, and I'll talk about why I did it, and I'll talk about stuff. And I think there was like one other thing I wanted to talk about, but I kind of forget what it is. So we're just going to get into the game. Boink. Alright, I have not played since the last time we streamed this, so everything is still going to be the way we left it, unfortunately. I have not had time, unfortunately. There's been too much stuff, and I'm losing it. I'm totally losing it. My computer's running a little bit slow today. I wonder what's going on. Maybe there's something in the background that's trying to update. Okay. So, yeah, we were kind of working on the water. Do I still have... I've got a little bit of stuff. Okay. Where did... Do you have the jetpack? Eight unpainted is a supplement water for nukes. Copper finish is the refineries and blenders. So that gives us 480. Is it every 5 or did I doink it every 6? I forget all the spacings and stuff that I was doing. Hang on, we got conveyors down here. We'll figure it out. The conveyors are a lot further away than I thought. So, if I was going to use that, that's 480. Hang on. For the refineries and the blenders. So we got 150 water. Plus 30, 60. So it's 240 water. It's nitric and sulfuric. So that's 240. That's gas. What in the hell was I thinking? Hang on, I'm going to need to pull up a screenshot here. I've got images saved of the plans. I think this is one of the recent images. Okay. So you got the 90, 150. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Even on this, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay. Sorry about that. So I have two pipes. This pipe which comes all the way around. Is 75, 150, 300. So this is only 450. Goes up, hits that, goes down. Goes back this way. Branches into these. Alright, so you got 150 off. So you're left with 300 water. Oops. So we've got 210 spare. What do I do with the 210 spare? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that leaves me with like 140. What the hell am I going to do with all this? So I would need a bank of refineries making iron. Need a well, I could probably do the calculations in Satisfactory if it wasn't over Satisfactory, but let's see. 21.77 plus 1.85 plus 0.67. Okay, so I would need 25 refineries making iron. Which is a lot. Okay, so I'm going to yank the water up here. Three. So we got 7 up here, so this is 70 water. Pl 70 plus 150 is 220. Plus 90 is 310. So I'm going to make a note. Back here. Let's actually make it organization. billboard. Hold it there so I can see it from everywhere. 310. Pipe has 450. So I might just have to offshoot that into part of the nuclear stuff. And then these produce water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 times 40. That's 240. I don't like having water as a side product. Canister. $140, and this is going to have like $240. I don't like any kind of this. Trouble with oversized projects. Okay, so there's a bot in chat. Okay. Those. I think I did some math last time and I got hang on. These are 240 water per minute. 3,600. I want to check that water pump that we spawned in near. Because I think what I was going to do is have both water pumps go directly into the reactors. $1,800, which is half. Two, 4, 6, 8. 8 times 120 is 960. Yes. So I definitely originally planned to have the water from both the pumps and those supplemental things go to the nuclear reactors. Okay. This is what happens when you don't play a game continuously long enough. You forget the details and the logistics and you end up trying to figure things out multiple times. But it's fine. We now know what we're doing. We just need to get back to our base and get some supplies, and everything's going to work out fine. Whoops. It's going to be a little bit loud for a while, but we can manage. Okay. We're approaching the conveyor, which means that we're going to be able to do the jump thing quicker than we're going to be ziplining. into the wonderful, wonderful deserts, which we have turned into a factory of gigantic proportions. Okay, we're going to zip down to our resource bay. We never finished hooking everything up, but that's fine. I need motors, copper sheets, and encased beams. In plastic. Motors. I'm gonna take three extra things. And I'm gonna grab a thing of rubber. Because some of that will be necessary. That don't really need steel pipes for a whole lot. Encased beams are over here. Grab a little bit extra. And then copper sheeting. I think I'm gonna grab one more thing of plastic. Maybe two. Okay, so now we should have maybe not everything to be considered enough, but certainly a good start. And we got 52 coupons. So we need to reroute some water. I can probably unplug the buffer and then route the existing pipes to, I think, the third one. No, because those ones disconnect the buffer before the water gets to it. Find a way to route it around the platform. Yeah, I think that might be the plan. I'm mistiming the jump. Oh yeah, Elite Dangerous also had an update where they changed around the sound, so things are a lot crispier now for the operations update. Hasn't come out yet, but it's going to be soon. At least I don't think Operations is out yet. I think they said that was coming out in March. So, I heard skitterers. This could be easier than I thought. Because now that we delete that, this pipeline I have a jetpack, don't I? Ah, moved at the last second. If I... Bad beastie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they each eat 240 water per minute. So what you really need Did I build those purely because I didn't have the stuff for foundations at the time? Because those two make sense. Those don't. That makes sense. Okay. So this one is 450. trying to figure out how to do like some kind of a backflow system, right? Because you need 30 to 70. God, figuring out the logistics for this is slightly more difficult than I kind of anticipated. Oh, you know what I can do? I can do the same thing on this side that I did on the other side. Should be plenty of clearance for the trains, right? So we do that. Water goes in, goes down. That's a conveyor for sulfur. So I'm going to do that. Okay. So, truly difficult part is going to be getting I don't even know what that's supposed to be from. 4. Oh, fuel rods. Right, and I probably stopped making that because I wanted to see where the water was going to go first. Speaking of... delete that. I'm going to delete all this. And this pipe should add up to 600. 150. 300. 450. Yep, 600. So we have the full production of 1,050 water. Focusing on what I'm doing. I know this was had a pipeline pump on it, which I got rid of, so let's Select the correct cable, you piece of crap. Well, works now. Okay, so we go back over here. $1,050. So the top is going to be a supplement. The bottom is going to be the actual. So that's 480 off. And if we're getting 480 out of the pipe, that means that you can merge that. So now we're just down 30. So we still have 570. Take off another 480, so that's 90. We need 150 water from somewhere. No, wait. 1050. $480 off. 570, so we've got 90. We've got 90 water. We need 150 for that one. So 390. This is going to be a nightmare of a project. And I thought getting the mega base wired was going to be fun. Got 600. Let's go 600. Shit, 3 pipes all of 600. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the best part is that in theory I won't have to put any more pipes on these ones because these are going to be coming down from the top and they'll be pressurized and everything should be fine. Ugh, sorry, tired. The downside of trying to stream after getting back from work. This is going to end up getting a little bit tight. Two, three, four. Alright, so that should be those all set up. I'm going to go back this way for a minute so that I can get these. One, two, three, four. Okay. Good news is that that should be far enough. Bad news is that this area is going to get a bit crazy. So, that set up. Hopefully those pumps are strong enough to keep everything flowing properly. And then that's going to be number 1. I'm going to pull them up here. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Perfect. This might also be a relatively short stream because I am rapidly losing ability to focus here. One thing I could do is I could try to loop it under the platform there. Gets a little bit technically complicated, but so, the thing about routing it around, I can probably get away with that, right? Oh yeah. exactly what I wanted. I think I got aim. Alright, fantastic. Now we got that all set up. We do not have the things we need for that. Mildly upsetting. Okay, and we're going to need a ton more copper sheets. Bottom one. Organization. Nice quick little note to keep giving myself a place to go. So I'm going to want the one on the right. This takes iron rods too? God. Okay. I'm going to pick up the dismantle crate, and then I'm going to run back to base, and that's probably going to do it for stream because my attention is shot. But we're getting everything sorted out. We got the logistics for what pipes are going where figured out. We got notes now so that I know what's doing which thing. Everything should be set up for success. Riding on the zip line, doo-dah, doo-dah. That's still loud. I'll do the plans and everything when we get off the zip line. We'll ride the belts in. So, current plans for the upcoming weeks. I should be okay to do Tuesday and Thursday streams again. I don't think I have any more appointments coming up. I usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 or somewhere thereabouts. As I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, I'm probably going to be doing a ton of Elite Dangerous in March because I want to be streaming as much Elite as I can so that I can kind of get word out about Project Leviathan which is a colonization initiative that I'm trying to get off the ground. The link to that Discord is in my About section. I will occasionally come back to Satisfactory and Witcher 3 and Subnautica, but don't expect me to hit all 3 of those before the end of March. I might try to do something. I might try to do like a couple extra streams, or I might try to do like, I don't know, I'll try to get stuff done for a couple of the games offline. I know I mentioned that I wanted to get some materials for a deep base in Subnautica so that we could do that really quick and nice and simple. So I got that to work on. I've always got all the conveyors and everything that I could set up here. What other games? My brain is just dunzo. Okay, so we need copper sheets galore. We're going to need... I'm going to grab 3 stacks of iron rods. I'm going to grab 2 more stacks of iron plates. I'm going to grab a thing of cable. I'm going to grab a thing of concrete. I've got the motors, they're just taking their time to get through the production thing. Yeah. So I usually go for 2 hours. Unfortunately, I'm calling it here because I'm about to pass out. Consequences of a rough week. But I'll be back on Tuesday. What is this? Babylon. Stream. 58. With 286 point something hours. Only a couple weeks ago I got my wisdom teeth out. Anyways, thanks for dropping in, guys. Take care. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Hopefully I'm a little bit more organized then, because we spent a fair bit trying to figure out where our logistics are going. So I'll try to get everything sorted. And yeah. Next week we're just exploring the Black and Elite Dangerous. Take care, guys. Ciao.